picked the worst time to do this live. My neighbour's just come outside, started banging his bins about, and just started sparking up his massive spliff. So he's going to be stood there for the next like 10-15 minutes whilst I'm talking to myself on live. But it's all good. I'm about to get it started with some Miracle Valley Mac 1 this morning. That's what we've got all ground up. I literally have this tiny bit in my grinder, and then I've got one small nug, and I'm going to do the review of it this afternoon, and that should be up tonight. So new video hopefully tonight, but we all know that I am unreliable. So yesterday I didn't smoke anything. Obviously I vaped on live, but I didn't actually smoke anything. So my chest is feeling slightly better this morning. I'm going to try and keep that up by not smoking and continuing to vape. And then hopefully by the end of the week, my chest will be all right. But we're going to get... Oh, there's already a capsule in there from yesterday. Never mind. Going to get this one going straight in at... Shall we start at 210? No, do you know what? Today we're going to start off at 185 because that's what I'm feeling. Put this away, make sure that I don't knock this over because that would be very, very sad time. Okay, and whilst that is heating up, I'm going to go ahead and get into today's coffee. I picked the wrong jumper to wear for this. The white jumper is not a good idea when you're making coffee. Hopefully I don't splash or stain anything. Right, day number 17. We only have a couple of live streams left. There will be a live stream tomorrow, no stream on Thursday because I have to go and get my Nebido injection, which is always a fun time. Fucking hate it, but oh well. If I'm back before 1 o'clock, then I may do an afternoon stream, but I don't know. So we've got like tomorrow, Friday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. That's 5 streams until we're finished. And I don't know if I'm going to stream after that. I might actually start streaming regularly with something interesting to say that's not about coffee. Right, day number 17, we've got El Roblon, and this has hints of oranges. I don't know why my brain just farted then. Grown by Juan Molina Martinez. That's an interesting name. Origin Honduras, roast medium process washed, varieties Pacas, acidity orange, and then once this is actually brewing, I will talk about it. But for now, I'm gonna get this going. And the vape's all finished heating up. That smells quite sweet, quite fruity. I don't know about orange, but it smells a little bit acidic, something like that. This is so awkward. I literally, like, it's his house, and he can stand there as much as he wants, but I hate that he does it whilst I'm streaming. Okay, get the lid going. And now, full time 2 minutes. But thankfully, the vape is heated up. Straight in with some Miracle Valley Mac 1 this morning. If anybody's vaping or smoking along, drop what you're smoking on in the comments. Cheers. Anime Therian nerds, is that hot chocolate? Nah bro, it's coffee. This is Pact Advent Calendar coffee, not hot chocolate. Hot chocolate would be interesting, but I think having a hot chocolate every single day in the morning would make me feel sick. Don't waste your 20s and 30s getting high every day and not progressing. You can progress while still being high. I don't know if anybody's told you that before, but you can definitely progress while still being high. It halts progression in your life. Not for everybody, my friend. Oh, coffee. Yeah, it's coffee. It's a different type of coffee every day. Today's coffee is El Roblon, grown by Juan Molina Martinez. Origin Honduras, roast medium, process washed, variety Pacas, acidity orange, mouthfeel juicy. I don't think I've had a juicy feeling coffee ever. I don't know how a coffee could be juicy. Like, we've had lots of different mouthfeels, like silky and the other ones I can't think of right now. But I don't know about juicy. Like, I can understand silky. I get, like, syrupy, stuff like that. But juicy, I don't know about that one. It's true, not for everyone, you're right, but the large majority are far less productive. And they're so used to it, they don't even enjoy the high anymore. You end up wasting experiences and money. I'm speaking from experience. That's cool. You can speak from your own experience, but don't go judging other people because their experience is not your experience, you know? Okay, so it's been 2 minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and plunge the coffee. Okay, so coffee is poured. I'm gonna top it up. We'll take a sip, and then we'll finish off what I was doing. So, the description for this one is San Sebastian is a small municipality in Honduras that boasts some of the country's highest altitudes. Juan farms at 1,780 meters above sea level, and this means he has to pick coffee cherries manually, transport them on a horse's back. It's an attention to detail that is second to none, and the proof is in the juicy hints of orange. Okay, so we'll see. I guess if it tastes like oranges. Cheers. That's weird, you know. I get, like, I understand why it says juicy. It feels like the sort of acidity you get when you sip orange juice. Bro, it's warm today. It's been so cold the past few days, and now I'm actually genuinely sweating. Okay, so he says, how has your life progressed in the last 5 years? You're earning much more for a family, or are you sitting around stone? I don't have a family, bro. I don't want a family. I have no intentions of having kids anytime soon, if at all ever. So I don't need to earn money for a family. I just need to earn money for myself. And I'm doing that, thanks. So I don't need your judgment. If you're not happy with what I'm doing, if you don't care about the coffee, if you don't like that I vape medicinally, that's fine. You don't have to stay here. I don't want to hear your shit. I'm not going to change my life for you, okay? Have a nice day. I drank coffee once, but I didn't know it was going to be hot because I'm stupid. So I drank it, burnt my esophagus or something. I don't know. I had to go to the hospital for a few weeks, and now I hate coffee. Bro, coffee's not always hot. You can get cold coffee, but I would recommend just a small sip before you glug the whole thing down, because if you burn your entire throat, that's not going to be good. This selfish attitude is why we're falling off a cliff as a country. What has me smoking weed got to do with anything, bro? Like, I don't know you. You come into my scream? Wow, yeah, I might scream. You come into my stream, you judge me for vaping a little bit of weed and having a coffee. Like, if you're talking about judgment, being judgmental, like, this is it. You want to talk about this country going down the pan? How about stop judging people? Let people do what they want. It literally has nothing to do with you. How is me vaping in my kitchen on a morning before I go to work have anything to do with anything? It's the overall I only care about myself attitude. Why is it, bro? I don't have a family. I don't need to care about anybody but myself right now. Like, what's it got to do with you? Are you mad that nobody cares about you? Is that what it is? Go to work. I don't need to go to work yet. I actually work in the afternoon/evening, so hence why I'm streaming in the morning. I don't understand what it is that you're so mad about. Literally, maybe you should smoke some weed and chill out. Are you a homosexual? No judging. No, not fully. Not fully, nah. Is it because of the flag? There's two flags. Is that double gay? I don't know, probably. But yeah, no, not fully. It's interesting, you know. We haven't had many trolls. We've had like 2 trolls. I had some guy the other day. I had some other guy in here saying that it was illegal for me to vape my medicine, which is not. It's completely legal. It's a prescription. And that he was going to call the police on me, but yeah, go for that. And now we've got some guy telling me that I'm selfish because I'm vaping weed on stream whilst reviewing a coffee, and because I don't want to have children. That makes me selfish. If anything, I would say it's selfish to bring kids into this world that's an absolute fucking shithole. But that's just my opinion. Leave the dude alone. Are you talking to me or are you talking to him? Because I don't think I've said anything wrong right now. Just the flag and the wimpy demeanour. The wimpy demeanour, that's a new one. That's very funny. I'm wimpy. I guess because I'm not like huge and jacked and talking down to people and giving judgment to everybody that doesn't know me. Coming onto streams that have nothing to do with me just to be a dick, you know? That makes me wimpy. Just a flag. Oh yeah, I've already read that. Stop judging him, he's doing what he wants. You can smoke weed if he wants, it's not your life. It's the little girl hands for me. The little girl hands. Bro, that is so funny. You don't like my little girl hands, they'll make your dick look much bigger when I'm wanking you off, you know? That, if anything, would be good for you, I reckon. Maybe you need that. Have a great day. I will have a great day. I'm feeling really good. It's fun when we try to get trolls in here. Okay, so let's take a sip of the coffee. Again, now that it's cooled down a little bit. What is that you're attaching to the bong? I've seen that. Hello, what a pivot. That is a pivot. This is a mighty vaporizer. This is the old school mighty vaporizer. They've updated it since then. Now it's got USB-C charging instead of this, whatever the fuck this is. That's quite funny how you just pivot from you're a faggot to what are you using to vape? What are you using to vape that you shouldn't be using because smoking weed's really, really bad, but what are you using? Please tell me. I'm surprised I haven't coughed much today. I say as I cough. Preferred joints, I'm not judging your sexuality, it was curious. So the flag and the earrings. Bro, like, apparently having stretched ears makes you gay, although almost everybody that I've known in my entire life with stretched ears, one of them's been gay, and it's not me. One other person that I've met that has stretched ears has been of the homosexual variety, and everybody else that I know is some big, tough, fucking hardcore dude with a really long beard and a bald head and loads of tattoos. Are you gonna call him gay? Because I fucking wouldn't. Gays are usually happy, fun guys to be around. I disagree. I disagree absolutely 100%. Like, most gays are not not fun to be around. They're really bitchy, and I can say this because I'm in this community, right? So don't give me any hate. A lot of gay people are not fun to be around. Bro's gay, but not in the way you think I'm gay, because gay means happy. Good for you, bro. I'm glad that you're happy. We're all happy people over here. It's Christmas. We should be happy, right? Wait, what is the date today? The 17th. So there's like only a few more days. Is everybody prepared? Are we all good for Christmas? Do we have our presents? Is Santa bringing us all the things we want? Are we on the naughty list or the nice list? I don't think I'm on the naughty or the nice list, to be honest. I wouldn't be surprised if Santa forgot about me. I'm actually Aroace. I don't know what that means. Is that like a romantic or something? I'm not up to date with all the little acronyms. I've never met a happy lesbian couple. They're always angry. I think it's dealing with emotions 24/7 and 2 menstrual cycles. I'm not gonna touch on that one, bro. That's got a hint of sexism in there. I'm not commenting. I'm surprised that this is still going. I didn't pack that one far. Right, coffee. Coffee is the reason that well, it's the reason I'm here. I don't know if it's the reason anybody else is here. ROS means I don't like either gender, so you just don't have any love, emotions. Okay, so you don't feel romantic emotion. Fair enough. I feel like sometimes that'd be, no, I'm not going to say that. That's such a typical thing for somebody to say. Oh, I feel like that'd be easier sometimes. No, I didn't mean that. Sorry. It's all anecdotal observations, of course. I believe you. I'm not saying that you haven't witnessed this firsthand. I'm just saying that I can neither confirm nor deny. Sounds a bit sexist to me. You know, this doesn't have that much flavour. This is Miracle Valley Mac that everyone raves about. And don't get me wrong, it's nice. It's some of the nicer medical, but it doesn't have that much flavour compared to like black market stuff. I think I've got like one more hit left on this. And then I'll review the coffee fully, instead of just saying that I'm going to review the coffee. Okay, I lied, 2 more hits. How easy is it obtaining a medical card? You don't get a card. There is no medical card. Literally, you just Google medical cannabis UK, pick a clinic, book an appointment, and it's as easy as that. You need to send them your medical records, which is, you go on the NHS app, you take a screenshot and you email that over, pay, have your appointment, get your blood. It's that easy. I have videos on it if you want to go watch it. It's easier than me just saying it all in a stream. Literally just go watch the video and skip to the point where it tells you, but it's really easy. Just Google it, pick a clinic, book an appointment, have your appointment, get your blood. Did you have to lie to get it, or are you genuinely a medical candidate? I didn't lie, bro. You need to have like 3 different previous medications that you've taken for your condition or therapy, which, I've tried fucking loads of medication and none of them work. And I've had therapy with lots of different therapists, and it's all shit. It doesn't work. The only thing that helps day to day is vaping a little bit of weed. It quiets the thoughts. So yeah, I'm not lying about it. I'm a genuine medical candidate. And yeah, there are people who can lie and get it, but there's also people who need it and can't get it. So, it's the same as everything. Still going. I don't care. I'm bored of it. I'm finished with it. That's the problem that I have with the Mighty, and I say this every fucking day. It just keeps going. It just keeps going. I just want to have my rip and be done. But it just keeps going. Don't you find smoking makes you more anxious in social situations? No. See, I feel it's exactly the opposite. One of the strains that I've got now is called Super G Citra. When I vape that and I go into social situations like hanging out with friends and stuff, I find it enhances it. It makes it better. It makes me more sociable. It makes me more relaxed. I can talk to people more easily. I don't trip over my words as much, and it's just overall easier. If I were to go into a social environment, even with my friends, without, just not vaping anything, it'd just be, I wouldn't be able to do it. And they would all understand, obviously, because they know me. I'm not high 24/7 when I'm around them. They know the difference. But if I hadn't vaped, it's just harder to speak. It's harder to come out of my shell, and I'd probably just not go, to be honest. I probably wouldn't go to the event. We normally smoke not to be anxious in social situations. Yeah, literally what I just said there. I always find that if I smoke before I go out, it does depend whether it's to work or whether it's a social thing, because if it's a work thing, it's very different to the amount and strain that I would use if it was a social thing. It does matter, and it's hard to go into the little nuances about it if you don't know anything about weed, but people that do know will understand that different strains and different doses do different things, and it takes a lot of experimentation, and sometimes you get it wrong and it ends up being a bad time. But overall, the longer that you use cannabis, the more you get to know it and the more that you know yourself. I tried therapy once. I got kicked out because I broke a table because I got so mad. Now I go to anger management classes. Well, that's not good. That doesn't sound productive to me. Anger management sounds like a good thing for you. Hopefully it's working, and then maybe you can try therapy again in conjunction or after. I don't know. I am not a therapist. Smoking makes me overthink social situations too much. Doubt what I'm going to say more. Yeah, to me, it sounds like you've had a bad experience with bud, and I'm not judging you, bro, but it sounds like you had a bad experience, and now you're judging everybody else on that bad experience, where if you don't want to try it again, don't. But if you do want to try it again, I would suggest, I'm going to assume that you're smoking, roll a very small, pure joint, don't mix with tobacco, because that's horrible. Take a hit, maybe two, put it out, chill. If you want some more later, do that, but don't smoke an entire joint, and don't judge everybody else based on what you've done, You try the oil pens, they're super discreet. I've got one at the minute. Don't really like it. It's a bit shit. Like, yeah, it will do the job, but it's very mono high for me. I feel like it's missing out on a lot of the rest of the high. I don't know how to describe it. When, like now, for example, after vaping flower, I can feel it all over my body, like from head to toe, but with vaping the distillate pens, it feels like it's just sort of here, like just around, not even a full head high, like a sativa head high, it's just literally, it feels like it's around my eyes. It's like a little halo around, kind of like a planet. It feels like I've got the rings around my head when I use the oil pens, but when I vape flower, it's a full body thing. I'm not judging. Don't want people to wake up 10 years later in the same position in life because they're always living life around getting stoned. People can be productive and be stoned. In fact, for me, I find that smoking weed helps me get shit done, and that's what people don't seem to understand. People see the old-fashioned anti-weed adverts of the girl in the couch where she's flat, and people see people who smoke weed all day every day and they don't do shit, and they think that's what all stoners do, but actually the majority of, there's a squirrel, I know. And genuinely, what the, bro, oh he's gone, I can't show you, fuck. Just climbed up the fucking fence. Like, I'm used to having squirrels in my back garden, but I'm not used to seeing them run along the fence over here. What was I saying? Yeah, a lot of people can be productive. In fact, many people use cannabis to get them up and out of bed in the morning. For many, many people, if they didn't have a cannabis prescription or black market access to cannabis, then they'd be doing exactly what you said that you think people are doing right now, where they're in the same position every day and then 10 years later they haven't moved because they couldn't physically move because they didn't have access to the medication that would have got them up. You know? It swings and roundabouts. What doesn't work for you, what doesn't work for many people, is something that will work for somebody else. You can't say that to everybody. I know you're only giving your side of what happens to you, but you can't push that onto other people because you don't know them. Therapy people said to go back to anger management classes when it works to go back to therapy, so I'm far less angry. So I think it's working. I mean, that's good. Keep going. Good luck. All the best. On your deathbed, you won't remember getting stoned in your bedroom. I think I will. I'm pretty sure if I was on my deathbed right now, I would remember getting stoned in my bedroom. But it doesn't matter whether I remember getting stoned in my bedroom. On my deathbed, I'll remember getting stoned on a beach in California. I'll remember getting stoned up a mountain somewhere. I'll remember getting stoned over in Thailand on the beach, and I'll remember getting stoned somewhere in Spain. I'll remember getting stoned on a beach in the UK. Anywhere. I'll be stoned, bro. Like, just because you don't want to be stoned, that's fine. You don't have to. Let other people get stoned. It doesn't affect you. Just because, don't worry about other people wasting their lives. Just don't waste your own. You can try and help people, fair enough, but at the end of the day, it doesn't affect you. It doesn't matter. Go and do what you want. We don't get stoned and not know what we're doing. We use it to balance ourselves out and do things can't normally do or find hard to do. Exactly. I'm pretty sure that's what I just said. Can't remember exactly what I said, but I'm pretty sure exactly what Dean just said. One shot at life, lived in a haze, unable to deal with your dumb thoughts. I'm high right now. Yeah, you fucking sound it, bro. Like, why, if you're high right now, why you sound, this sounds very, very internalized. It sounds to me like you are stoned right now, like you've just said, and you're in your own head about it. It feels to me like you sat there and you're thinking, oh no, I'm wasting my life because I'm stoned in my bedroom. If you don't like it, don't do it. Or if you do like it, carry on. If you feel like you're wasting your life, get up and do something. It's fucking, what time is it? It's 10 to 11 in the morning. You've got the whole day ahead of you. You can do anything you want today. You could clean your house, go to the gym, go for a walk. I don't know, buy yourself something nice, make yourself a nice meal. You don't have to sit on a live stream projecting to other people that you are unhappy about your life. I'm not unhappy. Well, I mean, that's not true. But I'm not unhappy because I don't smoke, because I smoke weed. That's not why I'm unhappy. That's a completely different issue. Smoking weed helps me, and it's helping me progress through these thoughts. If anything, there's two different sides. To me, personally, I'm just talking about myself. My my daytime strains, it's a weird one. Like, the sativas, they sometimes induce a little bit of anxiety, yes, but also at the same time, they help me think through my anxiety. Because if I'm here having an anxiety attack, I can't think, my mind races, and there's no thoughts. Well, there is thoughts, but there's too many of them. Vape a little bit of sativa, the thoughts slow down, and they don't go away, but I'm able to sort through them. In the nighttime, when I'm smoking my indicas, there is no thoughts, and that's perfect because I don't want any thoughts at that point. During the day, I can deal with it and sort through my problems, which I can't do if I don't vape. I will just sit there and spiral, and just everything's bad. I need to be able to, I don't know what it does, it just sort of slows things down and lets me get through it. I don't know if that helps you at all, but yeah, is what it is. Actually, I've been stood here talking for so long, not paying any attention to this coffee, but it does taste like oranges. In terms of productivity, you can't be as affected when your reaction time is literally slower. You can't learn on the job as quickly. I don't need to learn on the job. What is this all about? Working and having a family and getting a job. I've got a job. My job's fine. Like, I'm secure in my job. My job's not going anywhere. I earn enough money, I work enough hours, I'm fine. This all sounds like a you issue. That's why you stay stuck in the same place. I'm not stuck. I'm literally, you're probably some bartender. That's bang on. Head, literally hit the nail on the head right there. But I'm fine where I am. Just be like, you may not be happy with me being a bartender, but like, what's that got to do with you? You're never gonna come into my pub. I'm never gonna see you face to face. It doesn't matter. Like, I really don't understand this projection. You've literally just admitted that you are sat there, high as a kite, projecting your own insecurities onto me. I am fine. It's sad seeing a young man with such little ambition. You keep saying have a great day, and yet you're still here. I'll see, yeah, bro, literally see yourself out. I don't know what your problem is. I'm not unhappy. I'm fine with the squirrel's back. Bro's sat on my neighbour's porch. I'm not unhappy. I'm progressing just fine. Like, I'm good. I'm fine. If you're not happy with how much weed you smoke, cut down little by little. I don't recommend going cold turkey. I recommend cutting down just a little bit. If you're not happy with your job and you're not happy with your performance, then literally stop smoking as much. Don't smoke before you go to work. Literally keep it as a treat for after work. If you want a family, work on yourself. Make yourself better. Go out there, meet women, meet men, if that's what you want. I don't know. I'm assuming that you're straight. Try, work on yourself, go to the gym. I don't know what you want me to tell you, bro. You coming in here, trying to make me feel bad for where I am. I'm good. I'm fine, like, I'm chilling. I'm good. I really don't think cannabis is right for this person trying to put their own problems on us. Talk to the right people about your problems, thoughts, and feelings. Exactly, like, I don't know what bro was expecting when he came in here. Did you want me to put my vape down and be like, oh no, shit, you're right. Oh no, I'm wrong. Everything I'm doing here is wrong. I shouldn't get high. Cannabis is bad for me. I hate my job. I hate my life. I need to go find myself a woman, have a family, and work a 9 to 5. No. No, bro, that's not what I want. I'm very happy. I've got a relationship. I've got my own place. I have a job. I'm good. I'm an engineer. I'm in the gym 6 days a week, and you're right, I'm projecting my own internal monologue onto you. Yeah, but why? Why do you feel the need to? I'm doing good, but I recognise green has held me back. Held you back. Yes, you. You don't need to come and project this onto me. If you don't like that you smoke weed, cut it down. Do, like I said, cut it down. You don't have to smoke weed. You don't have to tell other people not to smoke weed. Just because you feel weed has held you back, it doesn't mean it's holding other people back. There are plenty of successful people in the world that smoke weed, and it's fine if you don't think that I'm successful, if you're not happy with my life, if you think that I'm holding myself back, that's fine. You don't have to talk to me. I don't know you. You don't know me. We'll probably never see each other again unless you subscribe, which you should. When was your last break? When did you sit with sober thoughts? Why does this matter, bro? My last time that I had a break from weed was right before I got my prescription. Not that that has anything to do with anything. I don't need a tolerance break. My tolerance is fine. I'm good. Like, it doesn't matter. How long do you sit with sober thoughts? As long as I want to. I vape when I want to. I don't vape if I don't want to. I'm not addicted. Well, you know what? That's another thing that people say, oh, I'm not addicted. Maybe I am. Who knows? But I don't feel like I am. I'm good. When you let it clear out your system, the power of your brain comes back. I'm fine. Like, I don't... If you don't listen, right, okay. I would recommend to you that you have yourself a little break. I don't recommend cold turkey, like I've said a million times, but if you feel like it would be good for you, just stop smoking. Just stop smoking till after Christmas if that's what you want to do. If you're happy with your job, if you're happy with going to the gym 6 days a week, then that's fine. I don't understand this projection. I really don't. Like, I'm good. I'm chilling. In fact, whilst we're having this little discussion, I'm going to pack me up a second capsule. Oh, what's this? I'm not sure what that is, so I'm not going to vape that. I think that's banana rumps. It's either banana rumps or super juice citra, but we're not vaping that right now. We're vaping Miracle Valley Mac. So I'm going to pack us up a second capsule of this. Deep chats today, apparently. Deep chats. Okay, that's not a full capsule. It's like a half capsule. But that's enough. We don't need a full capsule right now. If I had a full capsule, my brain might melt down as much as this guy's brain. No one cares. Shut up and stop putting your problems on him. His life is how he wants it. You can't make him live the life you want to live if he wants to smoke weed. I mean, amen, bro. Amen. You're absolutely right. I need a break. Thanks for humouring the conversation regardless. I mean, I don't know what people expect when they come in here and they try and talk shit. Like, in my opinion, right, like I've just said, you were projecting. That's fair enough. You've admitted that. But what did you expect from this conversation when you came in here? That's all I want to know. When people come in here, and I get the obvious trolls, the ones that are like, you know, just being dicks for the sake of being dicks, but then I get people like you who tried to be a dick, obviously didn't work, and now you've admitted that you were just projecting, and yet you keep going. So, like, what do you want out of this conversation? Is what I want to know. Genuinely, what do you want out of this? Did you want me to turn around and say, ah, yes, I'm going to go and become an engineer and go sober 100%? Because I'm not. I don't want to be an engineer. I don't want to stop smoking weed. You know, do you think I'm below you or something? Because, like, yes, I am a bartender. And yes, I am vaping weed. Is that not good enough for you or something? Because I don't care. Like, I have so many people day to day that think badly of me for whatever reason, because I've got stretched ears, because my hair's a bit long, granted it needs cutting, you know, because I vape weed. What? It's almost akin to a man that finds a god and just wants everyone to feel as good as he does. I've noticed the brain is being held back and want other people to feel it, that's all. Fine, but if, like, you don't have to be a dick about it. There's a lot of, I don't want to get religious or anything, but if we're going to use the God analogy, so many people across the world don't like Christians because they're like, oh, I've got this God. Let me go to all these countries and force my beliefs on everybody else. And if they don't like my beliefs, I'm going to continue to tell you that you're wrong and you're bad and you're going to hell and you're not as good as me and I'm better than you. And then they wonder why people don't like them, you know? It's that, basically, is what you're doing here. You're like, I don't like weed anymore, and I'm better than you now because I don't like weed, and weed's bad, and because you like weed, you're wrong, and you're less than me. And then you wonder why I've turned around and been like, you know, grow up, go away, sort of thing. It's that. I came in pretty tame and you were kind of defensive. Yeah, well, I mean, you expect me not to be defensive when you come into a stream that's just supposed to be a little bit of fun, drinking coffee and having a morning vape, and then telling me that I'm wasting my life and that I'm a waste, you know, a piece of shit type guy. It's not on and it's not right. So you can expect somebody to get a little bit defensive when you come in there being like that. Sometimes you see your own unresolved flaws in others and it bothers you more. Well, you know, when I get there, when I get to being on your pedestal, then maybe I'll look back and think, oh, you know what, headbutting bullets is right. That guy from the internet all those years ago, that one time that came in my stream. But you know what, I'll probably be too high to remember, so it's all good. I've lived a lazy weed fixes everything life. Nobody's saying that weed fixes everything. I'm very aware of my flaws and I'm very aware of the work that needs to be done to get where I need to be. But I'm also aware of the fact that I'm allowed to have something that makes me feel good along the way. This entire grind mentality, this entire I'm not allowed to have any fun, I must constantly be working, and if I even smile at something during the day, then I'm wrong and I need to punish myself and I need to grind. That mentality is just toxic, bro. Like, yes, you should work hard and you should work towards your goals daily, and yes, you should be spending more time doing the things that you need to do, but you need to allow yourself a little bit of reward along the way, otherwise there's no point. And how old am I? I'm about to be 29 on the 23rd of December, so I mean, you can call me son if you want to, and that's fine. You want me to call you daddy or something? Because I can, if that's what you're into. You can't ask for his age. I'm pretty sure it's illegal. What? It's not illegal to ask somebody how old they are. That's not illegal. I am of age. I'm very of age. So, you know, I know that I look young sometimes, but I'm very of age. 30 is a big deal. 30-year-old lazy stoner is far less cute and mus. Why am I lazy? Where have you got this idea from? Okay, tell me exactly where you've got this idea from. Is it because it's 11 o'clock and I'm drinking a coffee and vaping in my kitchen? Is that lazy? Where is this lazy idea come from? Tell me exactly why I'm lazy. Can you do that? Also, I think it's worse for you if you are, well, I'm assuming that you're older than me, and you're on the internet and you're so unhappy with how your life has turned out. You're like, yes, you're trying to help me, but this is not the way to do it. People like older people don't like younger people, and they think that they're all rude and disrespectful and they don't give a shit. It's because when you come in with this kind of attitude, this, oh, you're wasting your life, you're doing everything wrong, you should listen to me because I know better than you, because I'm older than you. That's not the right approach, and people do it all the time, and then they wonder why nobody wants to listen. You need to choose a different approach. It doesn't work. Weed does make people more lazy. I'm sorry, but it's true. It's not true. It's true for some people. It's not true for everybody. And it's also not true as a blanket statement, because there are lots of different varieties of weed. There are lots of different compounds found in the cannabis plant. Some of them are uppers, some of them are downers. That's probably not the right terminology to use, but you understand what I mean. You know, the whole sativa indica thing. As a blanket statement, it's just not true. You feel boredom with getting stoned. Yeah, that's true. I sometimes fill my boredom with getting stoned. That doesn't mean that I'm bored every time that I vape. You know, very often. Like, we're just going around in circles, bro. We've said this before. I vape to get things done, and then I vape a different strain to relax. It's not always 24/7. Some days are worse than others. Some days you need that little boost to get you out of bed and to do things. Other days, you don't need to touch your medication until right before bed. Sometimes you don't touch it at all, and then it turns out that you can't sleep, so then you do need to touch your medication. You can't, everybody that uses this one blanket term for stoners is very uneducated, and that's my stance on it. Just because he smokes weed doesn't mean he's lazy. Go fix your brain, literally. Guy's just a troll, just trying to trigger people, and then one really sad, unhappy person. I agree. Bro's already admitted, he came in here and was like, I'm projecting onto you my insecurities, and I'm admitting that. After admitting that, you take the L, and you just kind of can't even sit with your own thoughts for a day. That's weak. When did I say that? You can't sit with your thoughts for a day. I literally said some days I don't need it, some days I do. There's nothing weak about taking your medication. Would you say this to me if I was still taking sertraline or fluoxetine or citalopram or escitalopram if I'm going to therapy? every week. Am I still weak for doing that? Am I weak for finding a medication that works for me instead of taking a pill every morning, shitting my brains out, not being able to eat, and then throwing up? Is that what you want? Would you rather me be taking these pills that make me do that? Because I've done that. I did that for many, many years. I tried lots of different pills. They all made me ill. My bowels, not to get deep, but like, they're not good, and that's due to these antidepressants that I was taking for years and years and years. And now I don't have to take them anymore. Now I can just vape a little bit of weed and I'm fine. You know, weed doesn't make me shit through the eye of a needle. Weed doesn't make me throw up. And actually, if you want to talk about downsides to weed, weed probably makes me eat a little bit more than I should sometimes, but for me, I'll take that over not being able to eat at all for a couple of days. That's just me. But if you want to take pills that make you ill, that's fine. Why did you need the pills? It's none of your business, bro. It doesn't matter why I needed the pills. The fact is, I don't need them anymore. So, that is literally so many people, thousands of people. It doesn't matter what they take the medication for. The medication is not making them better, it's making them ill. And then they find cannabis and they get their life back and they can do things. Why is that such a bad thing? Yes, some people abuse it, but some people abuse oxys and shit like that, you know? People are prescribed pain meds and they abuse them every single day. Some people are prescribed weed and they abuse it every single day. It's the same throughout the whole medical market. I smoke weed and I'm definitely not lazy, so every person who smokes weed is lazy and weak. That's what this guy's saying, basically. So it's a crutch. It's a medication. If you want to call it a crutch, you can call it a crutch, but that's like saying all mental health medication or pain medication or fucking anything is just a crutch because you don't need it. It's just a crutch, right? Right? Surely. This is actually quite fun. This is probably the longest stream that we've done this entire December. And it's a debate. Well, I wouldn't really call it a debate, it's just somebody being an idiot. But you know, it's fun. I'm enjoying myself. My vape is nearly dead though, so I might have to dip after the vape's dead. I might have to microwave the coffee as well because I'm pretty sure it's going cold. Some medicine is absolutely needed. Some people use drugs to avoid having to do the hard work of things. I agree with that as well. I'm not saying that that's not true. I smoke weed only because it helps me with my depression and it gets me up in the morning. This has to be better than talking to boring people getting high too. This is better than talking to boring people. I'll say this is definitely not boring. But, you know, when am I talking to boring people? If you're assuming that I'm out here talking to boring people, then that's okay. I mean, some people I talk to are boring, but not every day. Wait, are you saying this is more exciting than getting high? Because I feel like this would be quite boring. If I wasn't vaping and doing the whole thing, you know, the coffee, the stream, whatever, if I was just talking to you, then this wouldn't be fun. This would be very, very boring. But this as a whole is fun. Like, this is not a new conversation. This is just the same old rehashed conversation that people have every single day. It is boring, but in the context of this as a whole, then yeah, it's quite fun. All these other commentators seem boring to me. They provide nothing but platitudes. Anime Therian is a bit what? Is a bot. I don't think this dude's a bot. I'm pretty sure bots mostly type right. Not like hating on this dude, but his typing is not the best. So I don't know if he's a bot, but like, I don't know, seems chill to me. Even if he is a bot, he's a chill bot. I don't know why this is starting to taste quite lemony. Mac's never tasted lemony to me before. Challenging my worldview. I wouldn't call it challenging my worldview. This is the type of conversation that is had on a daily basis. It's boring, it's old, it's the same arguments over and over again. There's nothing new about this, there's nothing challenging about this. I wouldn't call it challenging my worldview at all. You sound like the people who I work with. Sitting in a bubble is never good. I agree, you should get out of your comfort zone more often. And I probably should get out of my comfort zone more often. I'll bring up something interesting then. Just drinking coffee and smoking. Nah, this is fun. Let's carry on. I'm heading off, mate. I'll leave in 20 minutes for work. I'll see you tomorrow if you're live. Enjoy your day. Take care. What day is it? Tomorrow's Wednesday. I will be live tomorrow. I'm not sure what time, but have a good day. So interesting. Yeah. It must have been interesting for you though, because you've stayed here for nearly a full hour. But I hope you got something out of this, if anything. Like, yes, fair enough, challenge me, challenge my worldview, tell me that I'm lazy, unproductive. I'm not, I'm fine, I'm doing just fine with my life, I'm quite happy with where I am. If you're not happy, I would recommend you should probably cut down, go outside, think about things. You don't sound happy to me, and you shouldn't project that onto other people. If you're not happy, you should really look inwards. Where you get your glass piece from? This I got years ago. I worked, well, I say I worked, this company reached out to me and they pretty much scammed me. They made it seem like they were going to send me a free piece of glass. It wasn't free, I paid for it, and then they were going to give me like this code for all sorts of, it didn't work out, but anyway, it's from that website. I'm not going to say what website it is, just in case it's still active, but yeah, you could probably find this anywhere. It literally is just cheap china glass. If you, I don't know, take a still, put it into Google, you'll probably find it. It's nothing fancy. By Dean, you mean, by Dean, you sheep. I'm bored at work waiting for something to calibrate. You're right though, I really should stop wasting time. You really should. Maybe you should get back to work. If you're high, also, like, should you not be high at work? That doesn't sound like a safe thing to do if you're an engineer. There's some places that I draw the line. You know, like, driving while high is sketchy to me. I'm not sure about that one. I don't drive. I'm not saying that I do it, I don't drive. But people that drive while high is kind of sketchy. Also, like, if you're operating machinery, that seems sketchy to me. Probably shouldn't smoke before that. If you are in charge of other people's lives, probably shouldn't smoke before that. That seems not very safe. But yeah, I'm not sure what you do, calibrating stuff apparently. But depending on whether you're in charge of something major, I'm not sure whether you should be smoking before work. See, for me, or any other bartender, coffee shop, retail, yeah, that's fine. You can get a little bit high before work, and that's okay. Cooking, probably not. Dangerous. I forgot what I was going to say then. You know, ovens and fryers and stuff like that doesn't seem very safe. It's like an old sort of trope that you imagine McDonald's workers outside smoking a blunt and then going back inside. That seems very dangerous to me. Like, it just takes one slip and you're in the fryer. It doesn't seem good to me. If you're high at work, something is wrong with you. You should probably stop getting high at work before you get fired. I mean, he's speaking sense. I feel like that's something that you would have said to me, what, like 10 minutes ago when you were having your little rant? Oh, you just work in a bar and you get high before work. Well, you're an engineer and you got high before work, so that doesn't seem very good to me. I'm actually pretty damn high right now. And, no thoughts. That's what the Mac 1 does to me. See, if I had vaped the Super G Citra, many thoughts. But no thoughts with the Mac 1. So, also no comebacks, which is also not good. Right, for anybody that cares, the coffee, El Roblon, it does have a slight orangey taste to it. I wouldn't say that it jumps out as orange. I understand what it means by juicy mouthfeel, because imagine you took a sip of some tart orange juice. That's the type of vibes that I get from this. I would give this is different. This is not like anything that I've had before, but it's not my favourite, it's not the worst. I'm going to give this one a 6.5 out of 10. And on that note, this has been fun. Join me tomorrow. Where did you get coffee from? This is the Pact Advent Calendar. If you search up, just Google Pact Coffee and it should come up. Join me tomorrow for day number 18. And we'll see if it's as interesting as today. Have a good day. I hope you're all very, very happy and definitely not sad and depressed at home. Goodbye.